Hi all, it's Erin from EB Mixed Media. As many of you know, I recently released a collection of stamps called Fabulous Florals. There are 6 stamps in the collection and they're available at Joggles. And I've been really thinking a lot about how to get the most from the stamp set, because I realize stamps are expensive. And so, you know, sometimes you buy a set and you use it a few times and then maybe you can't come up with another way to use it, or you have no reason to use it. So I've been experimenting with different ways to use the background stamps, and it occurred to me that I also have a lot of stamps of my own, different collections, and I was wondering how I could maybe stretch the use of those and use them just in different ways that maybe I hadn't thought of before. So one thing I thought would be fun to do is to make florals with these stamps, and not the floral here, but using these background stamps. So I was just going to experiment with that, and then I've got all my other stamps that here that I thought I could play with as well. So let's get started and we'll just play a little bit. I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to talk through all of this or whether it's something I might just put some music on and you can just kick back and watch and speed it up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. So to start with, let's see. I've got an acrylic block here. You can get these at Joggles too. You can get them at a lot of places. But to start with, I thought I could start with this one. This is in the Poppy set. And I'm going to go ahead, I think, and stamp in black for this one. I've got a lot of different colors, but this is Ranger Archival ink, and it's waterproof and acid-free, and it's permanent. So I'm just going to stamp. And this is just mixed, actually, it's just cardstock that I'm using here. And I'm just going to stamp like that. And then I'm going to get a pen. And this is my black Sakura Jelly Roll pen. And I'm going to get a ruler. Ooh, I've got this tiny little, I think I got it when I was in quilting, doing quilting. And I'm just going to make sure it's straight. And make some lines here. What's nice about this see-through ruler is I can line up that line with the bottom of my page so I know my lines are straight. And there I've got this kind of cute little set of flowers here that I can just color in. I'm using a pink Posca pen here. This is an acrylic paint pen. And then maybe add some yellow dots on top. And I can circle those. And then we can do a little bit here. So it looks like the stem is connected somehow. That paint is still a little wet. But there, now you have some really cute, whimsical little blooms there. I think those are fun. Likewise, I've got these kind of rectangles, and that's part of the Summer Bloom set. And we can do pretty much the same thing here. And if you're If your lines aren't great, you can go back in with your pen and just fix them up. Now, obviously, these aren't really like any flowers in nature. They're meant to just be fun and whimsical and sweet. But I think they could be a really cute addition to a journal page, or an ACT, or a card maybe that you're sending to a friend. How about for this one, we put our dot. Oh, that's quite large. I have to make those a little bit smaller. There. And we go in with our pink. Got to be careful not to pick up that black. I should have done the pink first. Word of warning. Do the pink first before you put the black down. Those look cute like that, but if you wanted to, you could go in and even, you know, stripe them or something, just for even more whimsy. That's cute. This is one of the border stamps that's also in the Poppy collection. I think we could do something fun with that. Again, using our ruler. And then coloring those lines in. Or coloring those spaces in, rather. Now, another fun trick, this is the border from the Summer Bloom, and these are flexible enough that you can curve them. So what's sort of fun about that is you could make, oh, I didn't get a good stamp there at all. But you can make a really cute sort of vine. I'll just kind of draw those in. What a bad job I did there. Oh well, it happens, doesn't it? And so there you have a cute vine that you could have. You could have that meandering through your journal page, not make it into a plant or a flower. These are some alcohol ink markers that I have. So that's a real cute little vine or something. So I'm just going to keep playing here and see what I can make with these various background stamps. So let's move on to some other stamps and see if we can come up with more ways to stretch our stamps and use them for more than just a background or more than what they were intended to be originally. So I've got this set of stamps, and I kind of think this is a Tim Holtz stamp, and it does have florals on it, but I'm just going to pull the stems off and see if we can't use those stems in creating some other florals. This is another Tim Holtz stamp set, and there's some great options on this one. So let's start and play with this one for starters. this is going to be the cutest flower that ever was. Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. So I've got some cactus flower archival ink. And I'm just going to stamp these like so. And et bien voila. We've got a cute little floral there. And I also have, and I don't know where this came from, it's a tiny little sort of location stamp. I hardly ever use it. It has a cute little heart. But what if we take that and our green ink and we make that into a leaf? And I didn't get enough green. How cute is that? Now another thing we could do, I don't know why I put that away. Same thing, we could make a little botanical with this other stamp. I don't know why I'm not getting the whole thing inked. Maybe that's why I hardly ever used it. Now we could take our pen and outline it. And that allows us to connect it to the stem better, to connect each of these stamps to the stem. And it takes away from the fact that I didn't get a great stamp on a couple of them. Super cute. Now, along those same lines, how many of you have feather stamps in your collection? I bought this from a dollar store, and I just don't really use it. But I was thinking that this little feather stamp could also be a cute little botanical, perhaps. Something like that. I could have done a better job. This is just like a scribbly line, but let's see how it looks as some sort of greenery in a garden. I love that as just some background greenery amongst other flowers that you have. Now this stamp, I have no idea where it came from, and I think it must have got hot, or it was in the sun or something. It looks pretty mangled, frankly, but let's try it. I think it'll probably be really cute. It's supposed to just be a swirl, I think. But what do you think of those for roses? Really beautiful. And again, this might be one where we want to add a more fancy stamp. For a stem. Gorgeous. Really cute. And that was one that I haven't used in ages because I just sort of considered it ruined. So this next set of stamps is probably the best set of stamps in the world to use for really cute whimsical florals. They also are fabulous background stamps. And these are from Dina Marissa. She is on Instagram as Dina Marissa, and she has an Etsy shop. And this is her collection of stamps. And they are just going to be fabulous florals, right? Look how cute. They kind of could be fireworks as well, if you were wanting to use them in that way. That's that one. The one thing I really like about this collection is that she's got the same, almost same stamp in varying sizes. So for example, this one, which I think there must have been some blue on that stamp. I'm not getting a great color. But this one, there's two that are nearly identical. So you can get those varying sizes, which I think is great if you're doing like a garden, right? Let's take a quick look at some of the flowers that we made. We've got our bush here. I like that as a bush. I think that's cute. And you could color it in here. And you could maybe use something different for the trunk, a little stem or something. These are whimsical. Oh, I just saw this. For some reason, these make me think of flowers that would be on the Jetsons. I like the vertical ones as well. I love these. I've got some more verticals. Here's a little vine, which is cute. This little bush is super cute. I keep finding things that I missed. This is a Dina Marissa stamp here. This is the one that I had that was sort of pretty much melted and kind of ruined, and I just love it. This is just a simple circle. So cute. This could look like greenery. These are very whimsical. Here's our little tree. Love this. And these are more of Dina's with just a stamp that I had that was a bunch of lines. More of Dina's. So cute as florals. And then here's where we started. How cute is this little location stamp? So cute. Here's our little tree, little bush, our little feather tree. So many cute ideas. So I encourage you, get your stamps out, even the ones you haven't looked at or played with for a long time, and see what else you can make from them. Can you make florals? Can you make patterns that you hadn't thought? Can you combine two stamps together to make something interesting? And make sure you're crossing over from different collections of stamps. I hope this gave you some great ideas, and I look forward to seeing what you created. In the meantime, you can find me on Instagram. I'm at EB Mixed Media. That's EB_Mixed Media. Thanks all. Bye-bye.